Uh, this being the case, we may in fact generalize or sum up to a certain point that all this subjective or objective experience, all the let's say things the perceivers of such texts or any texts have been through, always up to the moment of their perception of any new part of any new texts or any new text, can be basically equaled to, let's say, a hypothetical norm, and a corresponding simplification for explanatory reason. I mean, the deviation of or from this form by the author, knowingly, I mean conscious deviation or violation of this norm, in places that the authors of the text have evaluated as suitable or matching, efficient during or in within the structure of the texts, provide the desired effect on those who perceive these texts. So basically, we can say that these violations of the norm equal to what, let's say, only half a century after Shklovsky's introducing the term of estrangement, has been called expectancy violation, and that even not in the field of art or text perception or literature theory, which equals to the norm violation that is consciously brought about by the author, equals to it on the side of the perceiver or reader in the form of this expectancy violation, which means that the author anticipates in the reader, in the receiver, in the perceiver, certain expectations that he, the author, has deliberately decided to violate, to not fulfill, in order to trigger in the perceiver of his texts or text the desired mental reactions. That may vary obviously from a simple shock or surprise to more, let's say, sublime or exalted feelings, such as the what aesthetics theoreticians call like aesthetic experience, but which are, in my opinion, in their principle, in their qualitative principle, more or less still the same. Only in terms of art, in what comes to art, most likely composed of a series of these deliberate author strategy backed slips that are perceived by the perceivers as interesting, catchy, stimulating, attractive, artistic value or aesthetics feelings arousing inputs that in a more or less welcomed, more or less pleasant way create this artistic cognitive dissonance in their brain, that in the end, during this process, after this process, when coming back to be exposed to the texts that have proven to be creating these feelings, that are actually motivational, or that in their totality constitute the efficient principle or the efficient mechanism that helps bring by all these feelings or reactions and processes in the perceiver's brains or minds that are usually called or termed as aesthetic, artistic, or simply having a good time reading this book, watching this movie, leaving with pleasant memories, getting this sticked in my memory, and so on.